Okay, well, it's Jim, David, and Joel go to the movies, and we got David recuperating from his knee surgery, and little Michael's not feeling well, so me and Jim. And we just came out of the Joker. Part 2 or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
So that was a trip. What do you think, Jim? What did you think of it?
Well, I thought it was pretty powerful. You know, I would usually don't do this, but I saw something about how opening weekend, did really bad, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I haven't read anything about it.
Yeah, so I had this preconceived thing about, and they said that, Lady Gaga wasn't in the movie that much, and she was in the whole thing, So I don't know what was going on. I never really liked the official critics and stuff. I know you and David get in there sometimes. We go to movies, and what are the two things? There's
the sites. Well, I like Metacritic because it has
and then what's the other one?
Culmination. He does Rotten Tomatoes and
Rotten
stuff.
Tomatoes, and you guys talk about how a movie that we're going to has been rated like this, and I never agree with that.
Well, sometimes we do if they're like.
Well, you might, but I think I just enjoy going to the movies.
I agree.
I think I just like to go, and maybe I don't know what a bad.
But
movie
did you
is.
like this movie?
Yeah, I thought it was pretty heavy. I mean, I thought Phoenix, and Lady Gaga were, the acting was really good. I thought, so I don't know why they felt like the movie flopped. But,
Well, yeah. How many stars you give it?
It's got to be at least 4. Yeah, I'll just give it an even 4.
Okay.
Thumbs up. Yeah.
Well, I don't think I disagree with you with anything, Jimmy.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I tell you why it flopped. I can tell you that why. Because it isn't what people expected. You know what I mean? It's like, you hate to say anything because you don't want to blow it for people, but Todd Phillips, the director of the last one, he did kind of a masterpiece, really. And so people thought, he'll do another one, blah, blah, blah. Well, he did do another masterpiece. He just did it differently.
Yeah.
And you know what I kept thinking? This thing needs to go and become a stage play. This needs to become a musical. They need to go find Des McAnuff up in Canada that used to be the artistic director of La Jolla Playhouse, the one who redid Tommy, the pinball wizard from The Who, and made an incredible Broadway play, and he won a Tony for Best Director. That's what they need to do because this is that good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
They took music and put it in there. They just put this whole thing on its head. And that was, at first I was like, what the hell is going on here? And then I saw some of the scenes, like when they were in one scene where they were in a jail, or they were in the talking to each other behind the glass. And here's Lady Gaga, no makeup on, just her.
Yeah.
And I thought, there's really something to this thing about, not having to have makeup on. Girls are starting to, say, I don't need makeup. I just want to go as me. Well, we never told you had to wear makeup, and you look beautiful either way. And she looked gorgeous. And there's something about her as an actress this time that came across better than anything she's ever done. You know what I mean? And she was in there a lot.
She was in a ton. I don't know how they could have made that statement.
Well, it's I don't know. Who knows why they, But it just is a different take on it. I don't know about the ending. I'm like, I don't some of these Marvel and DC things, everybody's dying and then they come back and stuff, whatever. But I thought they did. I thought it was really enjoyable, and I remember, I don't know how many times I would turn to you and go, if I have to watch this preview for the Joker one more time, I'm gonna, you know what I mean? So I was expecting that movie.
Yeah.
And that's not what we saw.
Yeah.
And I'm glad.
Yeah.
So, but that, maybe some of the younger crowd couldn't relate to what they did with it. That's
don't
probably
know.
what it was. But the performances
I thought
were
so.
just as good, if not better, than the last time when he was in it. I think.
Yeah, it was powerful. I thought. Yeah,
If I'm with you, I give it like a 4.0.
yeah,
But for taking the chances they did, I'd like to give it even more.
yeah.
You know what I mean? So anyway, 2 thumbs up for it, and that's it for
All right.
tonight.
All
Good
right.
night.
Good night.